Hi guys, how are you? I just wanted to make a video today about one of my favorite topics, which is sleep. Anybody who knows me personally knows that I really value my sleep. I've been known to be quite a napper. So anyways, I just wanted to talk about some tips and tricks and explain to you guys why sleep is so important. Sorry, give me one second. So the science of sleep is really actually quite fascinating. It's very complicated and it's growing. Sleep is this daily thing that we all do, and yet we're only just beginning to understand all the ways it helps us and all the factors that it can affect in our health. Lack of sleep affects just about everything in your body and also your mind. People who get less sleep tend to be at higher risk of so many health issues like diabetes, heart disease, and certain types of cancer, not to mention the effects that it has on our metabolism, on weight gain, on hormone imbalance, and inflammation. And don't forget the impact that a lack of sleep can also have on our moods, our memory, and decision-making skills. And we all know that. We've all probably experienced after having a poor night's sleep that the next day we're moody. It's harder for us to make decisions. We often crave foods that we wouldn't otherwise, and most of the time that's carbs. But did you know that also a lack of sleep can actually negate the health benefits of your exercise program? So you're doing all this work to make sure that you're exercising, but if you're not getting a good quality of sleep, then it's not giving you the same health benefits that you might be thinking it is. So knowing this, it's easy to see the three main purposes of sleep. So the first purpose is to restore our body and our mind. Our body repairs, it grows, and it even detoxifies our brains while we sleep. The second purpose is to improve our brain's ability to learn and remember things. So we all remember when we were in school that everyone always said that you need to get a good night's sleep before an exam or a test, and that's because when we're sleeping, that's when our brains actually solidify the information that we've learned all day or that we were studying. And number three is to conserve energy so we're not active all the time. So at night, that's when our body actually regenerates and gives us more energy to get through the next day. So now I want to talk about some tips that we can implement for a better sleep. So tip number one, and this is probably the most important and the biggest tip, is to get into a consistent sleep schedule. So make it a priority to make sure that you're turning the lights off 8 hours before your alarm goes off in the morning, 7 days a week. So we know that weekends can easily slow this off, but by making sleep a priority for a few weeks, your body will thank you and it'll be easier to get into that habit long term. Number two is to balance your blood sugar throughout the day. So eat less refined and processed foods and eat more whole foods. So choose the whole orange instead of drinking the orange juice, and make sure that you're getting plenty of protein at every meal. Number three is to get some sunshine and exercise during the day. So if you can get exercise outside, then that's even better. The sunlight actually tells your body that it's daytime and it's time to be productive, it's time to be alert. And so by doing this during the day, the opposite is true at night. When it's dark out, it tells your body, okay, it's time to shut down, it's time to de-stress, and it's time to get ready for sleep. The next tip is to cut off your caffeine and added sugar intake after 12 p.m. So this one's my favorite because lots of my patients will tell me, oh yeah, I only have 2 coffees a day, and the second one I'll have before 2, so it's not the caffeine that's a problem for me not being able to sleep. Well, everybody's body has a different ability to detox caffeine. So for some people, depending on their genetic makeup, it might take them over 24 hours to detoxify caffeine, meaning that even if they only have 1 cup of coffee in the morning, it's still affecting their ability to sleep at night. And then there's other people who their ability to detoxify caffeine is amazing. So they'll have that coffee at 9 p.m. and they'll fall asleep with the coffee in their hand. And that just shows you that everyone is completely different. And the only way to know how you react to caffeine is to cut it out and see. So if you're having a hard time sleeping, make sure that you cut the caffeine out altogether. So go a week without caffeine. I know it's hard, but I mean, it's important. And see if that's going to affect your ability to sleep at night. The next tip is to have a relaxing bedtime routine that starts 1 hour before you're turning the lights out. So this would mean either this would mean for sure dimming your lights, no screen time, so no watching TV. You could read a book, you could take a bath, you could spend time with loved ones. And so I know that one's challenging. It's challenging for me too because I like to watch TV to wind down. And there's actually research that shows watching a sitcom before bed can decrease anxiety, which can increase your ability to fall asleep. So for those people who really like that screen time before bed, you can actually buy glasses that block the blue light, and that's the light that we have an issue with when it comes to sleep and our melatonin, which is our sleep hormone. So you can buy these glasses and get them online, but for those of you who aren't ready to maybe make that jump into that purchase yet, what you can do is you can go to Home Hardware and buy amber colored glasses, maybe buy some for the whole family so you're not the only one wearing them, and put those on while you're watching TV at night and see if you notice a difference in your ability to fall asleep. So those are my tips. Now I know those are all lifestyle tips. So once you've tried those, if you're still saying, you know what, I still can't fall asleep, I've tried implementing all these tips, there are tests that we can do to measure your melatonin to see if that's something that's deficient. We can also measure your hormone levels. So sometimes when your hormones are off, that is also what affects your sleep. So cortisol is one that's really important, and we can do tests for that to see if that's the reason why your sleep is so off and you're not able to fall asleep. So if you have any questions, let me know, post below. Sleep is something that I really am passionate about, so feel free to send me an email, post below, and let me know how I can help. Okay, see you later.